Thank you for joining us on Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement as per tradition. Let's get back into the dungeon with Dieter playing Kieran, Josh playing Ixeldor, and Adler playing Phlebotomus. We just left a room full of giant fire beetles, who I was not prepared to do voices for. But that's totally how it goes. Your characters decide they want to talk to something they weren't supposed to talk to, and talk their way out of a fight. Not that they were pretty kind. They're not super hostile, but, you know. Okay, so you guys are leaving the fire beetle room. What else do you guys remember from last episode?
There's an eagle.
Oh yeah, the eagle that snatched you up.
Eagle statue.
And then the sand trap with the portcullises.
Aye.
We fucked that wisp up good.
You did.
I fucked that wisp up.
You guys are funny.
Nobody makes a fool out of Phlebotomus Grumblekin.
So let's get out of the shit room.
Okay, going forward. You guys are leaving the smelly room with all the glowing fire beetles. And I bid you goodbye. And you actually leave this room not to a tunnel, but to a big stone hallway. Just hitting some buttons. That leads up. And I mean up, for real this time. It leads up several cases of stairs. You guys are at the bottom to the right.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out for traps on the staircases. Anything that looks out of place.
Before we head up the stairs, check out what I got.
What did you get?
I got a dagger and some boots.
That smells awful.
The dagger probably looks like
I'll
junk.
just put them on the ground and get my ever-flasking bottle. And just wash them off.
The boots were really mostly just dirty. They've stayed in pretty good condition. And the blade, it's just like, have you ever bought like a cheap blade online and you get it and it like jingles a little bit and the whole hilt jingles on the blade? And, I mean,
it's just kind of cheap.
Yeah, just seems kind of cheap.
Anything special with these things?
Do you want to detect magic?
Yeah, sure. Would my detect magic still be going or no?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna use another use of it then.
Both. Both are giving off an aura.
They are both magic.
The one with boots is alteration, and the one with the dagger is it's just a magical dagger. It's not like an enchantment or anything. I mean, I don't know how that works. I don't know. Neither require attunement.
Huh. Alright.
I wanna wear the boots.
What's that?
I wanna wear the boots.
Oh, I've already got boots, so go for it. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, put on the boots.
You feel the sensation as you put them on. You think that this will apply to you now that they're on.
Thank God. I needed that.
You want to tell everybody?
The boots of nimbleness. So they add 5 feet to movement or 5 feet to jump.
Oh, you move like a normal person now.
Yeah, thank God.
Take a closer look at the dagger.
I'm gonna give the dagger a look.
Let's do Arcana.
No, I already have it. Arcana. Let's see. Okay. 12. 15.
Even though this dagger is very junky, you can tell that by the condition of the blade that it will do extra damage. Not any type of element, just extra damage. Magical damage. And it seems like it helps you, like, hit.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's still really junky and weird. It's weird that something this valuable would be so crappy. Yes, those are the 2 items.
It's like a +1 dagger of shit. Like a jank dagger.
Well, it was sitting in shit for fuck all knows how long.
Yeah. It's weird that they would enchant like a shitty dagger to be magic.
Maybe somebody was practicing on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so
Yeah.
I have no use for any of them. You can have them both.
Hooray! My stuff now.
My stuff now.
Alright, I'm gonna check for traps on the stairs as we ascend.
Yeah, perception, please.
Perception, okay. Here we go. 11.
Wouldn't it be investigation?
No, in this temple... Here, let me read this. Where is it? Hold on, there's a lot of details. It said that all of these are going to be perception. Yeah, wisdom, perception, and then it gives me the DC. You are unable to find... Well, there's so many stairs. They're all just stairs. They're all just tiles and stairs and tiles and stairs.
It is sort of screaming like there's got to be a trap somewhere. I'll keep an eye out as well.
Make a roll perception.
Perception. Aye.
Guidance.
Right. Alright, that's better. 24.
Okay. You guys get to the first set of stairs, all done. You get to the second set of stairs, all done. Third set of stairs. Fourth set of stairs. And at the top of the fifth set, Kieran, you notice this one looks a little different. At the very top, definitely a pressure plate.
Oh.
And it's huge. You guys can't get past it.
It's the whole bloody step. It's the landing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. I'm gonna fly up on my broom.
Oh, and try to like wedge into it or something?
No, I'm just gonna fly up on my broom to like the very top.
Just bypass it.
Yeah, just bypass
I'll grab the broom as you go up.
You can try to block the plate. How's Ixodor gonna get over it?
How
Just hop up on
how
the
big
broom.
is it?
10 feet by 10 feet.
Hold on.
And I guess I could try and prop it up with something.
Thieves tool check or Tinker's tool check.
That's intelligent dexterity plus proficiency, right?
Yes, please.
$18.
Okay. You decide it'll take you about 5 minutes, but you can wedge your pitons in and wedge the plate up enough to hold Ixodor's weight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to spend 5 minutes doing this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone please roll a constitution save.
Oh no.
$18.
Christ. I got a 10.
17.
Advantage.
Everyone,
17.
everyone above a 15 only takes 1 point of poison damage, which you do not. But from breathing in the poison air, you're feeling it again scrape at the inside of your lungs, and you you cough up, kind of like yellowy phlegm from the yellowy poison.
Yuck.
Okay, so you guys are able to get over this trap, and as you get to the top of the 6 stairs on the landing, you realize there's a big section that could open and probably release whatever would have hit you. But at the top of the stairs, nothing. Interesting. It seems like there's a bench up there, like a really old stone bench, but otherwise, you guys can go down and go through another set of tunnels to the next area. Is that what you would like to do?
First, I'm gonna take my pitons back out from the trap.
Okay. Okay, that'll take another 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Well, less than a couple minutes. You do it.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you have to go back down, you can just do like a running jump, probably.
Yeah, I'll be able to jump past it.
This next room. Where did I put my blue folder? There it is. This next room you guys come to, so you go down a long tunnel, and the air is a little bit cleaner up here, but there's still poison. You come to this really interesting room, and those are statues. These are statues of, how do I put this? They're elves, but they're not male or female. It's very just generic elves, which they're pretty androgynous anyway. So they're very beautiful androgynous elven statues, and each one is holding a mirror. But that's not all. This entire room is covered in mirrors, all tilted in different directions. There's mirrors hanging from the ceiling and spinning. There's glass hanging everywhere. You have to be very careful walking through this room, or you may be cut by glass that is hanging. You can walk through. An elf-shaped person can get through, but you'll need to be very careful not to be cut by the glass.
Can I, crawl across?
Yes.
Okay.
You are small enough to. Anyone else, you still have to kind of duck occasionally, but the rest of you crawling, you won't quite get you small enough, so just a dex save would get you through.
Okay, let's do her. I'll wait here for a bit, just in case there's a puzzle to this.
Do any of you have anything emitting light? You're all dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
30-20.
You're able to get through. You crawl through the mirrors, and you see, as you go, you see on the stone that it's almost like the stone has been bleached different colors. You know when something's in sunlight for a long time, it's bleached? Mm-hmm. You're getting different rays of bleach lighting and weird dark shadows that are just etched into the stone. Okay. Thank you.
I'll just wait here.
Okay.
See any traps?
What about perception for?
$15.
Okay. You don't see anything that could harm you, but you see something hanging between all the glass in the middle, like a big orb. And it's almost kind of smoky. So up in the top of the ceiling, there's a big smoky orb just hanging there.
Is it, covered in glass as well?
No, it's like a big purpley smoke ball that makes you think of the purple miasma outside.
Okay, I was originally going to say it's a disco ball, but...
It hangs there like one, but it's...
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
The thing that we got on the other side of that one door.
The ball, you mean?
The ball. The thing with the glass on the door was part of the trap.
Oh, the glass orb you took from the vampire spawn room.
Hey, pull that out real quick. I want to see what that is.
Here you go.
Alright, I'll make my way over.
Mm-hmm. Roll dex save.
20, dirty.
Jeez, you guys. You're able to sneak through, not really bumping the glass enough to make it really bump into each other, hit each other. It just gently waves, making no sounds. You get through.
Alright,
You want to check out the orb?
well, right now it's black and white and grey, so I'll just use Druidcraft to make some, little light.
Light then flickers through every piece of glass, shooting in beams, bouncing off of everything. Some mirrors make it brighter, some mirrors make it dimmer, and the whole room is filled with beams of light, which causes the purple thing to swell. Bigger and bigger.
Shut that off.
And now a dim, sickly light, almost like the antithesis of light, starts shooting through all the glass and filling the room with darkness.
Run.
You guys leaving the room?
Oh, damn.
The room is now, it's getting filled with darker and darker magical darkness that you cannot see through. And the miasma that's outside is now spreading down the tunnel as you guys run from it. Are you guys going to run or walk or do anything while you go?
Well, we'll pass through the room just to get away from whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go back, go ahead, right? You're going further?
Yeah.
Okay. You get to a fork in the road.
Damn.
You can go left or you can go right.
Left.
Well, wait.
We don't have much time.
Let's split up, gang.
Let's not.
First, maybe we can do something about that thing there. Little magic man here.
Do you have a thing to stop miasma?
Or whatever that thing is. Maybe we can break it.
No, why would I have some sort of miasma potion? Is that what you think I have? Like some kind of spell of miasma?
Yes!
Do I have something like that? I don't think I have something like that.
What about the ball that I almost
Do you
looked
want to roll
at?
like Arcana on it or something?
Oh yeah.
Maybe even
Oh,
Religion.
you didn't look at that. I'm sorry. I thought you looked at it.
I didn't quite get a chance.
Okay.
16.
I got a natural 1. Dice jail.
You think it's the opposite of a will-o-wisp. It's a
Pass that
Mill of the Mist.
un-will-o-wisp.
It's a mill of the mist.
Okay. Instead of having light, they have darkness. Ixeldor, you're trying to think about what this could be, and you're being interrupted by a gnome telling you what it is.
Now that is what we call in the business a mill of the wisp.
No,
You understand
shut up!
will of the wisps, but it's the
I
opposite.
can't hear you. What is it? What is it? I know what it is.
Okay.
Mill of the wisp.
This energy in the air is something that would have been experienced before Mithranor fell. Were you born before Mithranor fell?
Which time?
The last time.
What year is it?
1535. We're 150 years after the spell plague. I thought it was like 50 years after Mithranor fell. I don't remember.
I'm gonna have to look.
Do you remember any part of Mithranor? Like when it was built?
Yeah, because we've only been in hiding for like 50 years.
Okay.
I think so, anyway. It's been a long time since I looked at this.
It reminds you of when the air was more than air. When the air itself had magic in it. Roll history for me. I don't know if you want to as well. Any of you actually want to roll.
11.
Okay. Mithranor. You give him a different dice because he keeps getting bad rolls. Mithranor
Well, I
used...
could make a
Yeah, go ahead.
religion, right?
Yeah.
21?
No, history.
History? Oh, 18.
Okay. You're being from the Feywild. You're used to there being magic in the air all the time, and there are some areas that are unseelie, and they have just negative magic in the air that causes things to rot. But this is not good. This is something just like that, where it's magic in the air, but it's not natural. It's not unseelie or seelie.
It's a pale imitation.
But Mithranor used to have good magic in the air, supported by something that existed there. Once upon a time that was corrupted, and all that energy...
I know what this is.
What is it?
I can't think of the name, but I know what it is. It's ancient elven magic. It's
a fart.
No. I'm missing the name.
Excuse me.
Not that the orb is it, but the orb is...
There is something very powerful here.
Yeah, the orb is a manifestation of this corrupted power. The miasma is a manifestation of this corrupted power in the atmosphere, everywhere around you. You guys are inside of something that has been severely corrupted.
It's called a smeldradine.
Smeldradine.
No.
Right.
A smelipridus.
It's the gods of Stinky.
Yes.
Right.
Mithranor had one.
Yep, it did. But you got 11, so you can look it up, but Ixeldor doesn't know what it's called.
That's fine.
He's about right where you are right now.
Yeah, it's I know what it is. I've seen them before.
It's called a smeldramine.
You guys went left?
Smeldramine.
You guys are going left.
Yes.
Well, can we do anything with that orb? Do we
No,
need
it's
to
expanding, and you are going to be
We
smaller
need to
with it.
pick a destination, chaps.
Left.
Left? Oh, alright.
So, you guys are coming from this left side, going towards the right, and this is a big, long ramp.
Going up or down?
Going back down. It leads... Here, hold on. Set in a floor at 2-foot intervals are smooth stone cylinders that apparently function as rollers.
Mm-hmm.
So this ramp is meant for rolling very big, heavy objects up or down. In your case, you guys would be going down if you headed right, and there is a big 10-foot by 10-foot stone block at the bottom. Do you guys want to head down this way or turn back?
So the 10-foot by 10-foot stone block, that's the same size as the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there's no getting around that.
Can we go through it?
We could push it.
Can you mold earth?
That might be a bit more than I
A
can
large
handle.
stone block obstructs the corridor ahead. It doesn't seem to have been any part of the original construction, for its composition is more sandy than the stones that make up the walls of these ruins. Furthermore, a gap of several inches is visible along the sides of the block and between the stone and the ceiling.
Okay.
Well, there might be something cool hidden back there.
Why don't we go back the other way then?
Okay, make a dex save to try to run back before the miasma takes it over.
11.
Can I just take the dash action?
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, no, I want dex.
Alright.
I'm assuming you guys are dashing.
23.
You're fast. You got your boots.
6.
You just... Okay, the rest of you are falling behind Phlebotomus a little bit because you're going through the tunnel and jumping over rocks and going under sticks and stalagmites and things like that. You are having trouble getting there, and as you're about to turn the corner, so you see Phlebotomus turn the corner and the miasma is coming and you're going to have to duck through the miasma to get down that corridor and join back up with Phlebotomus.
I'll be fine. I got a nice necklace.
You guys blindly run through.
As we approach it, I'm going to go ahead and cast protection from poison.
Okay, everyone roll a constitution. Say who's in the miasma.
Me too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
$18.
10.
Okay, succeed, fail. 2 points of necrotic damage, 4 points of necrotic damage.
I'm protected from gas. Anything I breathe?
It's not a gas, it's a magic.
Alright. How many?
4. This time it feels different from the poison. Instead of scratching at the inside of your lungs, it feels like your lungs could turn to dust. You're making me cough. You guys run out of it, coughing and breathing, and you see Phlebotomus, and you catch up with him, and you guys just run. So you guys are running forward. You go down another set of dugout tunnel.
Really dries out the eyes.
What? See, I think something was mislabeled here, because this doesn't make sense. Okay. You guys are down. You have found another stone tunnel that has been carved. And this one actually isn't totally caved in. It's open. It's 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. You guys can walk comfortably, and you notice the miasma has greatly slowed behind you, so you can walk at a normal pace. As you walk forward towards a curve in the path.
Tunnel.
I'm just double checking some things. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. As you walk forward, you're seeing more murals on the wall. And these are murals of the land in general. There's valleys, and there's mountains, and rivers, and there's... It's just like you're seeing all of the area around here. It's like the horizon that you would see if you were up above the ground and up above the forest. You can see the cloven mountains on your left as you walk. And you can see beyond the winterwood on your right as you walk. And ahead, when you hit the corner, you can see the northern cloven mountains past Reeve Toyna. And you're able, and the Sea of Stars even. So as you guys turn right, you pass all this. And then it turns back into a mud tunnel, which eventually leads you to a very broken, barely open, or barely, not open, but barely viewable door. You guys are at a door.
I check for traps.
Yes, please.
That was... And that's perception, right, for this dungeon?
Yes.
Okay, 9.
There are no traps with this door. In fact, the door does not seem locked. It's just barely hanging on by the hinges.
I'm gonna kick the door open.
Okay. This room, which you're not seeing much of the poison, but you are seeing little purple flips pamphlets of miasma. Let's get you this room. This room looks much nicer than the last few you've been encountering. It is actually surrounded by... There it is. Bookshelves.
Ooh.
It's a very, very tall room, and there's several walkways and balconies, and there are several bookshelves that are actually in pretty good condition, covered in cobwebs, covered in dust, covered in dirt. Some of the bookshelves are broken and tipped over, but for the most part, this room has been left alone.
Well, let's go looking.
As you guys step forward, you realize you're stepping across tons of desecrated papers. Ripped, burned, spit on, just destroyed papers. It's like a fluffy ground as you walk. You guys can go forward and investigate the library. It seems like it's actually... It doesn't seem like it's a full-size library. It seems like a piece of a library. Because as you guys investigate, you notice the contents on the bookshelves are very shallow. It's nothing very detailed. It's not an archive. It's just like the beginning of a library. And you can see several doors on the sides of the room that you think would lead to deeper parts of the library. Whether those are still standing, you have to go through the doors to find out. And there are, let's see, there are several hourglasses all over the room. Hourglasses, you notice weird bits of thread seem to be broken and hanging from the ceiling. But that is it. If you'd like to investigate more or look for something specific.
I'm gonna take a look at the books here, see if they're organized in any understandable way.
I'm gonna look for a cookbook.
Okay.
I want to take a look at the pages that have been ripped and torn out and thrown on the ground. Is there anything that's common about them? Anything that they have?
They all seem to be from books about the city. All seem to be books about how the city was built, how the city was maintained. They're public records. But obviously they were burnt and spit on and ripped out because they weren't important. And you're getting that too, that they're all just very shallow information. If you'd like to look deeper, you can roll investigation. But yeah,
I got 11.
11. I'm sorry, you were just looking for what's
Just
here?
looking for like what's here in general.
This is very much like a public library where there's gardening books and furniture building books and cookbooks. Would you roll?
11.
Okay, you are able to find the cookbook section.
Yeah,
Nothing super special, but just lots of elven treats written by Honey Sweet Madame or whatever. They all have their fancy names, and some of the books are signed and by elves who
really thought highly of themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take some. Are there any gardening books for like?
Oh, what you're looking for? Yeah, you can find plants that grow well in the area and what their properties are and how to raise them. So
I was looking for ones in like the Oakhurst area too, so I could start a nice garden there.
what did you get? What was your number?
11. Yeah.
I think you could find one, but it's not about Oakhurst itself. It's
Just
more
like
like
a
how to raise
general-
plants in a wasteland kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yes. So sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
5.
Okay, yeah. You're finding that all of the important information is not here. But well, can the rest this is hard to... So you guys are investigating these hallways and these bookshelves in these areas, but as you get further across the room, you notice inside the hourglasses actually seems to be a figure on either side. If you'd like to roll religion to see what this figure is.
9.
I'm gonna go ahead and just give you pieces of it. It seems to be a figure who cares very much about time and history and records. Go ahead.
I got a 22 for religion.
You're guessing it's some kind of god of time that would have been.
God of time.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's the Seldering.
I'll just flip an hourglass over. What's this do?
Oh, it tells time.
It makes sand fall.
Yes.
What are these threads?
You think that the hourglass is all used to mean something and used to do something, but that magic's been long wiped away. Some of them seem to have symbols of silence on them. Maybe it would give you a moment of silence to read quietly, while others may have given you a certain amount of time to learn something, or a certain amount of time to prove your knowledge. They all have different symbols on them in Old Elvish.
They might sell for something to somebody
How
who
many
likes
are
stuff
there?
like this.
Oh gosh.
Like
How many are on the
collector's
picture?
1,
1,
2,
2, 3, 4,
3,
5, 6,
4.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
set. Okay. Let's pop them all in the bag of holding.
Sure.
Do you guys want to check all the doors and the walls for like traps and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Because you've got a door to the top left, to the left,
What
the
are
bottom, and the right.
what are the big things on the map?
Those are the really big hourglasses. Like big, I mean like the size of a 5x5 column.
Any magic left in these guys?
You think these were just for show?
Oh,
But the sand maybe on the inside might be magical.
are they? Can we like push it to flip it or
Yes, you
something?
can. Yep.
What are you doing though?
Oh,
I
look
was
at
just
it.
rolling to look for traps. Is
Yeah.
that perception
Yes.
still? Okay. Does it say why it's perception for this dungeon?
No, it says, I don't know if it's just an old rule. It said everything in here is wisdom perception. Occasionally I'm doing investigation if you know what you're looking for.
Okay.
But in this case, it's just a general look. There is one single gnat in here, and it has been bugging me this whole time. Go ahead.
Well, if it is perception, I have an 18.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, I got it. Okay. I feel better now. You don't notice any traps on any of the doors. For the most part, yeah. For the most part, you notice the bottom left. You guys actually came from the bottom. The bottom left door, you can tell was a secret door. You can tell it was behind some kind of mirrored wall, but is completely destroyed and rubbled. So you know something in that direction was something that would have been hidden. And on the opposite wall, in the top right, you find a mural just like it, which acts the exact same way. So you assume that you could open that secret door as well.
Okay.
But otherwise, no traps, no locks in this room on these doors.
Before we go on, Ixeldor, what do you make of like all these papers around on the floor there?
Seems to just be useless information. Probably somebody went through these archives and
Tore out
things that weren't needed
Yeah.
on the move to read. Why not?
So you don't think it was someone who's here now looking for something?
I haven't gathered any information that would make it seem as though these were recent tears, so
Okay.
No, definitely old.
Okay. All right.
that's just probably something that was done during the move.
That makes sense then.
On the other, now,
I was gonna say maybe it's some sort of evil lich who's looking through the papers for some sort of...
probably not.
Well, not a lich, maybe some spooky necromancer.
Anyway, I like the look of these hourglasses. Someone have the portable hole.
Yeah, pop it in there.
Oh, the bottomless has got it. But let's hold on. Let's push it.
Right.
We'll see.
So the two tall ones, they're like 20 feet tall.
That will not fit in the portable.
So you guys push it, and it's built with pulleys and levers that make it so it almost like pulls itself back up. And as the sand starts falling, you realize that the statue of the god of time in there is being covered, while another statue upside down is being revealed. It's just continually being the god of time. Then you guys sit, and you watch, and you wait. You sit, you watch, and you wait. And
That's satisfying, isn't it?
there's something happening, but you guys can't quite tell what it is. It's a sensation you're not used to. It's like you're spending time. That's exactly what you're doing. You are spending time. You're giving time to this hourglass.
hold on.
Not that it's taking time away from your life. It is taking every second. The second you watch it, that second now belongs to it. It's not that it's taking extra time and extra life off of you.
Phlebotomist, can you have a look at this?
I don't know. Isn't it like you're sacrificing time to the god of time? I mean, that makes sense to me.
Well, it's my time.
That was exactly right.
What?
That's exactly right.
I made a mistake.
Not that you know that's exactly right, but you feel very confident in that answer.
Well, if you don't want to sacrifice time to the god of time, you can just check out those secret doors over there.
Alright.
Go right ahead.
You guys want to do the one that's busted open first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The secret door was actually built of a calendar, an elven calendar, that looked like instead of being conquered and flipped a certain way, it just was destroyed. Something very big and very powerful broke through this giant calendar door and into a secret hallway. This is where things get a little complicated. A little. This whole dungeon is complicated.
Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of page flipping going on.
Oh, just inside the door are several tables as you walk. And the tables are covered in trinkets and artwork that's mostly been destroyed. But you do find a glint of shininess under one of the tables, and then you find some other stone items. Do you guys want to take any of the items from these tables?
Yeah, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the glint was another dagger. This one looks in much better condition than the one that you already have. And you find a jade statue, a heavy one, 9 pounds. We can talk about value later. And then digging around some more, you find a scroll of some kind. Which, if you were to roll Arcana, you could read.
It's gonna be 17.
Okay. This is a protection scroll, but it's very specific. It is a scroll of protection for... What the heck does that mean? Feline beasts and feline lycanthropes.
Against those beasts?
Or for those things. It doesn't really say.
So if you want to protect a kitty cat, or if you want to protect a were-kitty cat.
Yeah.
Is it a permanent effect?
It's a scroll of protection?
Yeah.
Is it a permanent effect?
It's a scroll.
Here.
Scroll of protection.
So if you use your wild druid shape for magic to turn into like a cat, I could use this on you.
Oh, you...
The scroll of protection works against a specific type of creature.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait.
Never
Wait.
So
if
there's
Kieran
no...
turns into a cat, you can protect from
It creates a cylinder that the creatures can't penetrate.
So there's no reason to ask you to turn into a were-cat and bite me, so I may gain your feline powers.
Alright.
I don't think that's quite how that works.
I'm gonna roll nature to see if that's how it works.
I think you would have to be cursed with lycanthropy.
Generally speaking, that's my understanding of it.
I got a 19 on nature. Is that how it works?
It said felines in general. So anything you guys encounter that you think is feline, I guess it'll be up to my...
No. I mean, if Kieran turned into a were-cat and he bit me, would I become a were-cat?
In order to become a were-cat, I would have to be cursed, so...
Well, you can wild shape, can't you?
But I cannot
It doesn't
turn
work.
into a were thing. A half thing.
Okay, so we'll just have to be on the lookout for were-cats for me then.
I suppose we would.
You do that.
Well, if it's a curse, couldn't the god of time curse me to be one?
Why would the god of time curse you to be a werecat?
Because this whole quest to become a were-cat is a colossal waste of time.
Oh my god. Okay.
So we're going down a different hallway, or...?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go to the other
Behind the
secret door.
concealed entrance is a narrow tunnel that slants down and away. The passage is barely 4 feet in diameter. The walls are carved with a profusion of ancient and weird glyphs. The floor of the tunnel is slick with molten, glassy glaze. As you go forward, which you guys can try to read the glyphs if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna try to read the glyphs.
Arcana, please. It is very apparent that these are arcane symbols of abjuration.
They're abjuration glyphs. It's very apparent.
Oh, what's the abjuration?
It means it abjures you.
What does that mean?
It means you can't go over them. It stops you from going over them.
Are they on the walls?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm gonna try and get my collapsing pole. I'm gonna try.
I'll take 10 steps back.
Wave it
Yeah,
around.
I'll join him.
Oh, I see. You guys went from 30 to 31. I didn't realize our match was up. 9 and 32. So you're touching the abjuration stuff?
I'm waving my collapsing pole around them.
No, I think the last time something like this happened, it alerted a bunch of Duergar to our location.
Well, there are no Duergar here.
That we know of.
That we know of. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Well, if they're here, we would want to know about them.
Yes, we would.
Nothing happens.
What are you doing? Poke them proper.
I'm gonna poke it full on then.
Yes, set off the delayed blast
Is there just a
fireball.
section that tells me what abjuration does?
Yeah, in the wizard's part.
Wizard's part.
Yeah, the School of Abjuration. Under the wizard's class.
Because now you're poking shit. And the book didn't tell me what happens when you poke it.
I don't know what... I know evocation is like.
Abjuration. The School of Abjuration emphasizes magic that blocks, banishes, or protects. Detractors of the school say that its tradition is about denial, negation, rather than positive assertion. You understand, however, that ending harmful effects, protecting the weak, and banishing evil influences is anything but a philosophical void. It is a proud and respected vocation. Okay. They are sought after when there's baleful spirits that require exorcism, which is important to vocations. Okay, these abjuration glyphs have a lot to do with.
Counterspell.
I was going to say actually exorcism. It's meant to. The reason it's not affecting you is it's preventing ghosts from entering this area.
That makes sense.
Well, I suppose we're all right then. What's that door on the right?
Okay, so there's a door to the left, to the right, and the bottom. The door to the right has a symbol on it. Looks like the symbol of infinity. Elven infinity symbol. The door isn't latched.
The Elven infinity symbol is a dick butt.
No!
Gross.
What's wrong with you?
Because we're dicking time in the ass, right?
Or are we being assed in the dick?
I'm gonna poke the Elven Infinity symbol with my pole of collapsing.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna poke it again.
Door's open.
So as you're poking the door, you realize it's stuck shut. It's going to have to be ripped open.
This door is infinitely stuck. We need someone with infinite strength to infinitely pry it open.
Oh, what's keeping it stuck?
Infinity.
No, the door frame.
Mending.
No. Mending just seems to not work here. It's almost like it went to clean itself up and the purple miasma swelled and grabbed onto it and broke it again.
Can you wave your arms really, really fast?
You could strength try to push it.
We need to blow all the miasma away so my magic will work.
I don't know, I find this quite entertaining.
Mending. Damn it!
Ixeldor!
Okay, I'll give it one big and I just push it open.
Roll athletics, please.
21.
21 is just barely enough. You push open the door, you stumble forward, and pop! Ixeldor's gone.
Bye.
I did it!
You sent him into infinity.
I fixed him!
Well,
Interesting.
Where am I?
You're in the big long room full of stars and murals.
Wait, the chapel thing?
The one that you guys took a rest in.
Where did they come from?
You just popped in right in front of the constellation of the timeline.
I'm going to stick my...
I do want to point out that the room is now filled with purple miasma and yellow poison.
Oh, this is not good. Can I go back?
You can try. You've got the time mural behind you. Can you think of any way that would get you to go back?
Can I stick my pole through the door?
Yes, and pokes.
Grab hold of it.
Grab on.
You're pulled back through.
Just gonna pull back.
Yeah!
It's a very tight squeeze because you're fitting through the hole that the pole is made for you.
Mhm.
So it's like being birthed out of
Oh God!
Look, it's his face.
Oil! Oh my God! This hurts so much!
You go through that, leaving this teeny tiny empty space behind you that is the infinity room.
Close the door!
And you use the pole to close it.
Don't go through there!
Did you see infinity?
I saw what was about to be my own infinity.
Oh, not enough miasma to kill you, just that the room is no longer hollowed.
Oh, I thought I was dying.
I'm sorry.
We can't go back through there. It leads back to the mural room,
Oh, yes.
and it's filled with shit.
Filled with shit. The Beatles got in there?
Poison shit.
Oh.
The Beatles were shitting poison. They're filtering the air.
There's poison in there.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. So we should go through the other door then.
Yes.
And this is the one with, like, the exorcism ghost glyphs, right?
No, ghosts are all over the walls.
Oh. Okay.
The door to the left. Hold on. It is barred. Seems to have no latch. There's an image. There's an image of an hourglass on it.
I'm gonna take out the hourglasses that I got from the library.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna push them against the hourglass and see if any of them fit.
No, it's just like a big picture of an hourglass.
I'm
So
still
you just
trying. Yeah. With every hourglass in order.
I don't think that's working.
I'm gonna try flipping one over and pushing it in there.
No.
I'm gonna
Is the
reach
door
out
locked?
to the image itself and see if I can twist it. Maybe it's a puzzle. Yeah, you twist it. Yeah,
I'm
twist
gonna throw an hourglass at the door.
No,
Don't do that!
Think of how cool they're gonna look in the tower.
You're
The
right.
door seems to be a push door, by the way.
Oh, I pushed the door open.
It goes nowhere.
I pulled the door open.
It's barred against something.
No, you already took the bar out. The bar's on your side.
Oh,
It just seems to not be hitting anything. And as you go to push, all of a sudden, all these big red ropes tangle around you.
Ah!
And now you're grappled to the door.
Now look what you've done.
I blame you.
weren't you supposed to check for traps?
What?
You're pulling tighter and tighter.
What's a trap?
Hold on, I'll take out that dagger that I got and I'll start cutting the ropes.
Roll strength to try to saw through these cords.
Guidance.
You can roll an acrobatics to try to get out of it.
Okay.
Do you do shillelagh before you do that?
Not on a dagger.
I got a 6.
14.
I think it's this thing.
Oh wait,
Struggling.
sorry, 15.
And you're not able to cut through these ropes. It's just like you're getting halfway through, but they're so tight. They're
Right,
so it's
outta
like there's
here.
metal on the inside that you can't get through these.
Use the bigger blade.
The halberd?
I.
I might cut him.
Don't cut me.
He's good for it. Also, he's going to die.
It's a good point. I will make an attack with the halberd.
Okay, roll the hit.
Natural 20.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, you're able to slice through these cords, and they like unravel in a way that they suck back into the door.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom is just thrown forward.
Good call.
Oh, thank you.
I knew it. I'm a genius.
You're something.
Okay.
An archdruid.
I
We
don't
do
want to
these
go
kinds
through
of
that
things.
door.
The doors around here just are they're not pleasant.
Why did the elves make the doors like this?
Kieran, why did the elves make the doors like this?
What the fuck with you?
Very good point. I think there may be fey magic at work here.
God damn it.
No, the question is it a trick door or is it just a trap on the door?
I'm gonna try.
I don't know, Phlebotomist. Is it a trick door or is it just a trap on the door?
I'm gonna check to see if it's a trick door or if it's a trap on the door. Is that investigation?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take investigation.
God.
But you got 4 more here.
That was so funny.
I mean, it's nice, but it's rolling like shit.
It was rolling good before.
Do me a favor, out of my own curiosity, just fill the cup with D20s
And roll.
and roll them all at once.
Oh, there's a 20. Then there's a 10, a 1, a 2, a 7, a 14.
You have.
Keep the 20.
Good idea.
Now roll it again.
Oh, are you gonna see if it's bad?
9.
Statistically, it won't roll a 20 again for another 17 rolls.
Okay.
So I can take the one that rolled the lowest.
This door is definitely
Try
trapped.
it. Try it.
If you try to do this door again, you will get hit with the same trap.
Okay.
It's a trick door.
Trap.
Let's not do anything with this door.
I'm gonna back up really far. I'm gonna unzip my pull of collapsing.
Is that what you're calling it?
I'm gonna prod the door with my pull of collapsing.
It's
How
getting
far away are
pretty
you?
lonely down
How far away are
here.
they?
How long is the pull of collapsing?
10 feet.
I'm 10 feet away.
The ropes rush at you. Roll a dex save to try to jump away.
At me and not my pole?
What?
Can I try
That's
to
the
cut
limit.
them while they are attempting to attack him?
With your polearm mastery
Yeah.
feat?
Roll hit.
That's a dex save instead. Dirty 20.
14.
You're able to hit them but not do damage, and you're able to dodge away.
Yay.
And the red ropes go back into the door.
Let's leave this door alone.
Let's not go through that door.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Let's
Yeah.
not touch it.
Can you disarm the trap?
I don't want to go near that thing. Let's go.
It may just be meant to trap people.
But it's such a cool trap.
It is a cool
You're right,
trap.
it is.
What if the ropes are red from the blood of its victims over
Then
the
we should
centuries?
not resaturate the ropes.
I don't want to touch it. That thing choked me.
Okay, let's go this way.
Let's go that way.
There could be something cool behind
Okay.
there.
Let's keep going.
I don't
There's
think
a
there's
set-
anything behind
Let's
it.
keep going.
There's a set of double doors that are sunken in, and they're affixed with a golden seal about 1 foot in diameter, with ancient glyphs scribed into it. To open the door, it appears the gold seal must be broken.
So is this like an elephant seal or what kind of seal?
No! Ancient glyphs are scribed on the seal. To either side of the lintel, on the lintel of the doors are barely indiscernible scratches, and brown stains stipple the wall and floor.
Something really pooped its pants here.
This is definitely like dried blood from a trap. I'm gonna investigate it for traps.
Pat yourself on the back right up.
May as well at this point. I needed that. That's investigation, right?
Sure.
Thank God.
Poor guy, man. I feel bad for you.
12?
Oh, buddy.
I imagine the chemical formulae that you have for guidance is really just like in a vial, and you dip your finger in it and then you just snip.
It's just liquor. It's just like, I need liquid courage.
I'm gonna
he's
be
an
real.
artificer.
I'm gonna
He's
be
just
real. All my artificer spells are like that, except for guidance. I just give you a pat on the back
All
and
right.
hope for the best.
It's just you can do it, buddy.
Yeah.
You think that recently, like, you know, this whole place is really, really old. Semi-recently, something has been built on the inside of the door at the top, because you can tell from your side that something's been, like, nails and screws have been pushed through. So you think there's a trap,
Okay.
but you don't know how to trigger it or how to stop it.
Someone put a trap on this other side of the door. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to activate it. I don't know how to deactivate it. I don't know what causes it. I don't know what it does. I don't know who put it there. I don't know why they put it there. I don't know what will happen if we try to go through the door. I don't know what will happen if we don't try to go through the door. I know what will happen if we go through the other door. I know what will happen if we go through the other door. I know what will happen if we go back the way we came.
But we don't know what will happen if we go through this door.
There's a trap. That's what I know.
Can you disarm said trap?
I don't know.
Try.
I don't know that I can.
Why?
It's on the other side of the door.
Hey, elves. The seal in Elven says, "Beware. Beyond this door is your death."
That's ominous.
What's ominous?
It says, beware, beyond this door is your death. Oh, that's a loose translation, though. It could be,
Is that the singular you or the plural you?
that would be the normal plural you.
Is it in the formal tense? Or is it informal?
No, this is pretty informal.
Okay.
Although the first part translates a little weird. It's very old Elvish.
It doesn't look like it was. How do I put this? It's written in Elvish, but it doesn't look like it was written by someone who grew up with Elvish.
It's the
It's like if
penmanship
someone in
is just
America tries
very.
to write in Japanese.
The penmanship is very sloppy. So it could be beware, or it could be we bears.
We bear.
We bears. Do not enter, you'll die.
So
So there could be a magical trap against bear cubs. Someone really had it out for young bears.
I'm about the height of a young bear, so
You should be especially careful.
Well, let's see if we can enter this door from or enter this room from another entrance.
I have my rod of collapsing. I could just push the door open and then back up really fast.
I mean, you could.
I'm gonna push the door open and then back up really
Well, the
fast.
seal needs to be lifted off the door handles first.
I'm gonna poke the seal.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna prop up the seal and try to lift it up with my pole. I'm gonna back
Really,
up.
really loud noise as
I
the seal
will
hits the
back
ground.
up behind Flabot.
It's golden,
no,
right?
No, slightly in front, 5 feet in front of Flabot.
I'll go pick it up and bring it back.
Okay, you've got a golden seal.
Yeah, stick this in the bag.
I'm gonna stick it in my bag.
Okay, you do.
I'm just gonna very carefully nudge the door open with my pole.
Okay. Just inside the doorway.
I bet they have a
We'll cast
bucket
Shillelagh.
of acid over the door, and once you walk in, it's gonna fall down.
Which reminds me, we got to take a look at that
Hold on, wait,
orb.
hold on. You guys interrupted me, and I got lost.
Sorry.
What? You push the door open.
Yes, with my pole.
When the doors are pushed open, 5 heavy crossbows set in the ceiling of the room, right under the door, or above the door, fire. 2 are aimed towards each door, and the last one is aimed at the center. So you guys have these flaming arrows, or bolts, shoot at your feet. Roll a dex save for me.
So,
It's just at your feet, not at your body.
and so I'm 10 feet away from the door. Does that...
You're good.
Okay.
16. No, 15. I'm sorry, 15.
9.
You're good. It was just a, oh geez, and then you step back and you don't get hit. So that's the first trap. The door is open, so I'm going to show you what the room looks like. I'm
Oh,
going
it's
to
just the
describe
first
it.
trap.
Oh, it's just the first one.
No,
It's just the baby
that's
trap.
not what I said.
You literally just said the first trap.
No, I want.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to
That can't
describe
be
the
cursed.
room. This room looks like a private hidden library.
Oh, it's a private hidden library.
Not that it would have all of the information in the world, but you can tell there's something secretly hidden here. But besides that, the room looks like it's been taken over by something. Something has added its own flares, its own touches, and made itself at home in this room.
What kind of flares and touches?
Beyond the door is a pillared porch overlooking a chamber that contains the library. Arrayed are numerous different bound books of different colors, different styles of leather, of wood, of all kinds of things. Some are covered in gold, some are covered in silver, some are covered in mithril. It goes on from there. However, there are several strange statues. Look like from a different culture altogether, maybe one to the far southwest of the jungles. Statues of different humanoid beings with big, bulky jewelry and adornments. Think like Aztecan. In this world, it would be Olman.
Could I possibly roll history to get like a cultural appraisal of them?
What do you mean by appraisal? Like how much they're worth?
No, just like where they're from. what more specifically they're from, who they're supposed to be, if they're supposed to represent anyone?
Yes, but then I'll keep talking while you roll that. The walls are decorated with colored frescoes that have been put up recently and sloppily, and many colored tapestries hang from the ceiling. There is a chill in the chamber, like that of a brisk winter morning, and in the center of the room is an enormous tarnished copper raft, crafted to resemble a dragon bearing a copper coffin. The raft is afloat on a sea of silver-white flowing metal, fed by several rivers that trail along the floor of the room. The flowing liquid appears to be cool to the touch. Between the waterways, stepped pyramid temples rise skyward in mute paean to the gods of this distant culture that seems to be being worshipped here. 3 of the pyramids appear to have tops that can be removed, and in the rest of the area, a royal complex shawls across verdant fields and courtyards. Ringed marketplaces dot the tapestries that hang on the wall, like of a different area altogether, a different place, a different city, a different world. There is a blight on the spectacle, however, for several of the models have been slowly melted or worn away. Okay, history.
I got 26.
Great. This appears to be some old cultural people. It's not necessarily that it's a big deal or has a lot of value. It's just, it must mean a lot to this person, or they've collected a lot of pieces from it. Something about its identity that it needed to replicate here.
Okay, was I able to figure out any more specifics about what culture it is?
Or race.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good question.
Dwarven.
Looking at a lot of the sculptures and how they have bat-like humans, or bat-like features on the humanoid bodies, you think this is probably a culture that worshipped ZotZilaha, the death god of bats.
Keep that one in your brain. We've seen that guy before. Well, we haven't seen that guy, but...
Well, yeah, you've talked about it.
He's come up.
The Lord of Snails told you about ZotZilaha.
Yes.
So, looks like a map.
Now that I am the new Lord of Snails, must I worship ZotZilaha?
No.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't
Not a
quite.
good idea.
I don't quite want to do this, so I'm glad I don't have to.
You don't have to worship any deity you do not wish to.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
If it's a map, can I identify where in the world it's representing?
So I'm sorry. Is that a map in the center, or is it like a coffin or sarcophagus?
That's a sarcophagus.
The whole
And
room
a
is a
pool
map.
of silvery... No, I'm sorry. There's tapestries all over the room that like a map.
Oh, I see.
I misspoke. It's like you're seeing the tapestries could be pieced together in one big map.
I
Go
see.
ahead.
I don't have much to this. Not from this
Oh, but yeah,
plane.
you're right. Okay, I did read that correctly. I'm sorry. The room is like a map. Like they've built a map on the floor with the tapestries, but with also the figurines. It's like they're building a miniature replication of where they're from.
Guidance.
10.
Guidance. Yeah, guidance.
12.
Yay.
It looks like there's a really, really big southwest island that most people are heard of because it has a very vast, long history and was named after a god and blah, blah, blah. You think this is a part of Cholt?
Kind of. Reminds me of Cholt.
Oh, Cholt.
Can't really place where in Cholt.
You know, I've always wanted a vacation in Cholt. Do you want to go to Cholt next?
How far away are we from the sarcophagus? Standing in the doorway here?
25 feet?
25 feet. I'm going to use one of my divine senses to sense celestials, fiends, undead, consecrated or desecrated land within 60 feet. Until the end of my next turn, I sense the type and location if it is not behind total cover.
This is a desecrated room, but I don't remember what the creature... Just give me a second.
Oh, the creature.
There's something in the sarcophagus. That's
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm bad at this. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was pretty easy to guess.
Yeah.
It's also behind total cover.
Yes.
So you can't read it. Can you?
I don't think it... I guess it depends on your definition of total cover.
So I'm gonna go to 10 feet away from the sarcophagus. and I'm gonna poke it with my stick.
Okay, so you're standing outside of the silvery liquid, but as you step through the door, you need to do, I think, a dex save.
Oh no.
Is Glyph of Warding a dex save?
Look.
I got an 11. If it's a dex save.
Glyph of hoarding.
You do not avoid it.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm guessing it's a DC for if you detect it or not with Arcana.
Use a surface.
Investigation or perception.
Oh.
The glyph is nearly invisible and requires a successful investigation check against your spell save DC to be found.
Your investigation of the door was too low anyway.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So, dex save. I got your dex save. Let me go look at it. I'm pretty sure that fails.
No, that's the spell that holds another spell in it, right?
Yes.
Oh no. I'm gonna get fireballed.
So
You can
are
firmly
we...
find the trigger so the spell activates only under certain circumstances or according to physical characteristics. Explosive runes. So there's a couple different things. It could be a spell glyph.
I know.
can-
I have
okay.
this spell right here.
Ray of Death.
Dexterity save on a failed save. A huge wall of fire fills the doorway so that you cannot step any further.
Oh baby.
You are caught by the wall of fire and sent backwards, burning and singeing all over as you pad out the fire and stop the flames. But you are severely seared. Oh shit. 30 points of fire damage.
Can I have an eraser real quick? I have the little one to erase. Yeah, do we have any paper towels?
We did. They're gone.
I have 7 health left, guys. Oof! Got roasted.
Yes.
That's not
yes,
great.
you did.
That's really not great, guys.
I'm just going to take out my my flask and just
Please. Ow.
Oh.
just
Ow.
this isn't necessary.
Ow.
Isn't running water good for burns?
Yeah.
You're severely singed all
All-
over. and it
all over.
stings.
Sorry, buddy.
The fire burns in front of you guys. You can wait it out if you'd like.
Ouch.
Well, if we're going to wait it out, let's stand back a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit warm on this side of it.
It's a little toasty. I can't feel anything though, so that's fine, right?
Well,
Well, it means you can't feel pain for right now.
I could dispel it, or we could wait for it to.
I mean, let's just wait, you know what I mean?
Are you familiar with this particular spell? Do you know how long it'll last?
No,
Oh.
not off the top of my head.
How about you?
I've got other things I'm concerned with right now.
I don't imagine it'll be on there for very long.
It's up to you.
If you, I'd
I
much
feel like
rather-
I feel like maybe patching you up a little bit
might
is
be
probably
a better move than trying to dispel it.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Okay, you cast Woodberry. The fire is slowly dying out, and you can see the room laying still and quiet beyond.
I'm going to do it twice.
Okay.
So I make 20 berries. I'll give 18 to you,
Thank you.
and I'll give 1 to you and 1 to me. And now I'm not hungry anymore.
I actually think now would be a good time to take a break.
Yes.
Oh,
I
right
didn't
before
realize
we
how
go
much
into the
time
death
went.
room.
Yeah, that went by really fast.
That did.
Holy crap. Okay, time for a break. We went through a bunch of weird rooms. You guys kind of learned a little bit more about the dungeon. Notice that the miasma is now a new danger other than the poison. And now you seem to be in the area of the God of Time, where something has made its home in a secret library. So we will see what happens next time on Downstairs and Dragons. Thanks so much. Have fun, you guys.